Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Friday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone in the U.S. It is the time for the weekend special, 2004 Zulu on August 30th, 2024. Today's special guest is the Charlie Yankee 9 Charlie DXpedition. We have Craig, K9CT. Hello, Craig.
Hello, everybody.
Craig, tell us how it's going. How's it going up there?
Well, I think it's going really well. It always has the, whenever you do a DXpedition and you're out doing a tent and generator DXpedition, you're always going to have interesting things happen. And so we've had all of those things. But other than that, we're like a bunch of MacGyvers and we figure it out. That's what ham radio operators do, right? So I got to tell you how many times we look through the DX engineering boxes looking for parts as we re-engineer things. So thank you very much for everything you've done to help this DXpedition.
Well, we're very proud to be with you guys, and can we ship you something overnight? Can we help you out here, Craig?
No, actually, right now we're really good. We were kind of concerned because we lost a 12-meter filter, but then we decided we put together 12-meter Yagi and we just remoted it quite a ways away, and now we're absolutely perfect. So we actually scoured some Canadian hams hoping that somebody could get something into the Sydney airport, because N2EIN or IEN Pat has a helicopter right over here and could go pick up a part if we needed it. So, but we figured out a way around it, and it's all working good. And actually, we redid 3 antennas today. I know we changed our 80. We converted our 40 into an 80, and we put up another 40-meter vertical. So we did a lot of things. So it's all good.
Yeah, a lot going on up there. Craig, tell us, what does the total QSO look like right now?
Well, I think right at this minute we're really close to 60. I turned it in last night. I think it was just over 50. So certainly by this moment we're at 60. We had one day where propagation wasn't very good, which all hams would be aware of.
Right.
But what a great recovery. 10 and 12 meters have been excellent. So that's a happy sign for everybody. And right behind me over here, I'll turn this so you can see, we have Scott, NE9U.
Hi, Scott.
Is actually running 3 stations in Super Fox or regular Fox and Hound, depending on the band. And that really creates a lot of QSOs. And we've been actually working on that as time goes on. George Wallner and who just did N5J, and also Ned AA7V have been really helpful in giving some insight as to things to make sure that we're operating as well as we can with this with FT8. And of course, on this side, right to my side here, we have 3 more stations. I'll show you right here. Guys operating. I think you can see them.
Yes.
Hi, Tim.
Yeah. So this is
Hi.
Larry W0PR, and then right next to him is K9NW Mike.
Mike. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah. I see you open that so you can
There's
see.
Larry.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike.
There. So now you can
Howdy.
see. And then what I can do is show you. So we have all the filters back here, and then all the amps are on the floor right behind us.
Uh-huh.
And so this is our shack, and we have 3 teams of 3 that we take turns in a routine cycle. And so we always man the stations and try to do as much as we possibly can. So we're trying to maximize rate, and except 160 and 80 are a little slow compared to compared to the rest of the bands. The other thing is being aware of the European sunrise and all of that stuff. We track all of that to see if we can maximize the QSOs, because those are very hard bands. So I think it's been going along very effectively. The 2 leaders of the DXpedition are Murray, WA4DAN, and of course Glenn, W0GJ. And I wish Glenn could join us too, because he was going to show you our food tent where we go down and we meet just to have breakfast or whatever time you get. So hopefully he gets that figured out. But
well, it's how's the weather been, Craig?
Oh, isn't that interesting? I would call this place kind of an unruly place. We had 2 days where it was really bad, where antennas blew down, and we'd go out and fix them. On and off rain, very high winds, and of course we have tents. What I do is take you outside. I'll show you outside. All the tents scattered around. Here, I'll show you.
Glenn is ready. Can they bring it?
Okay, I guess Glenn is ready. By the way, this is Adrian, K9CT. He just joined.
Hi, Adrian.
Yeah.
Hello, Tim.
And I know
Hello,
you just
everyone.
had a meeting with him at N5J.
Yeah,
And
he
he just
gets around.
magically appeared from American Samoa. And here he is. But I wanted to show you, this is the island right here. This is the lighthouse right behind me. I'll turn it up so you can see the top of it. I'm standing right next to it. And we've used it for 160 and 80 antennas. And then over here we have some tents blowing in the wind. I'll make them so you can see. And then over here, Lee, WW2DX, has a VHF station. So he's been operating moon bounce and any tropo, any meteor scatter, anything you can work on 6 meters on up. And then I'll show you where Glenn is down in that direction.
Okay.
Down there, that bigger tent down there. And you can see like that's a tri-bander, and we use a triplexer on that. And then over here we have he's ready. Okay. He's waving, I guess. So I'll turn around so you can see where he's at. There he is.
Oh, there's Glenn.
Yeah, there's Glenn and Adrian down there. So, but you see this, all these buildings are all torn up. You can see this is our power station right here running. All Honda generators, and the buildings are abandoned and everything like that. Obviously, you can hear the winds blowing. You can see what it looks like. That is the main island over there of St. Paul, and we're isolated from that. There's a cut right between the rocks with a channel of current, and I walked over there. There's a lot of buildings. Somebody was saying over 1,000 people have died on this island.
Wow.
Because the weather is so bad, their ships would crash or whatever, and they couldn't survive. There was nothing here, and now they've decided that no one can go on that other island over here. So that's why we're on this smaller island on the north end. So anyway, I can go back in. I don't know if there's something else you'd like to see, Tim, out here.
No, it's pretty noisy out there, Craig.
Yeah, I'll bet it is. But that's what we've been living in. We each have our team, shares tents, shares the same tent. So there's 3 teams of 3, and then they wake up at the same time. Like last night, our shift was at 3 in the morning, and we operated until 7. So then you try to sleep, and then the shifts all rotate so that we all get take advantage of the propagation, different types of propagation in different places. So it's kind of cool. So
very nice. Yes. It looks like you guys are having fun, though. I see a big smile on your face.
Oh yeah, of course this is fun. And I tell you, we are commenting the rush of I think we were on 10 meter CW. How much fun that was. You know what I mean? Anybody that's experienced pileups, but to actually the CW operators are so good in this world, and it's so much fun when they're all just organized and they come. You can just flow, and it makes us smile. We all made a comment how much fun we've been having with the pileups. So I hope that all of the ham operators that have been contacting us. There he is.
Look who's there. It's Glenn,
Glenn
W02J.
Yeah. So,
Glenn, how's it going?
I was going to give you a tour of the mess tent, but for some reason I can't get in. So things are going good, except for the weather. It kind of blows you away. But a couple, gale force wind is nothing. Compared to Herd Island, this is a paradise, peaceful paradise.
Yeah.
So, how much longer are you guys going to stay there?
A week from this is Friday.
no, this is Thursday.
Is it Friday? No, it's
This
Friday.
is Friday. This is
It's
Friday.
Oh, it is Friday?
It's Friday.
This is Friday.
Really?
It's Friday.
Time goes fast when you're having fun.
Okay, so we have these things that Glenn made. Actually, these are our mouse pads. so that we can remember when we're supposed to leave. and all of who our roommates are and what dates. It says September 5th we're supposed to leave the island. So
all right, September 5th.
Next Friday is the scheduled departure, and again, that's going to be weather dependent too.
Yeah, we got to watch the weather because it's supposed to be really high winds and helicopters can't fly, and that's a problem. They got a great helicopter service up here. They conveyed everything up here actually a day earlier than we planned.
Yep.
So we got a head start on getting QSOs.
Right.
So it was good. Our goal is to try to hit 100,000, and so that's what we're working at very arduously. So.
I think you're on pace for that. Glenn, are you doing any doctoring up there? Is everybody okay?
Everybody's okay. So far, so good. No problems.
Good.
We could fall easily here, though. The rocks.
The ground is very, very uneven, and the grass is so thick you can't see what's beneath it.
Right.
Cut yourself to shreds.
Right. Yeah. Now, how about 6 meters? And I mean, are things? I know you talked about Lee has the VHF set up, and I know I've worked you on 6 meters, so a good surprise there, and maybe some help from the sunspots, right?
Hopefully. Yep.
Yeah. That's why he's in there all the time. He actually stays there, and of course he tracks the moon. He was on 432 EME, I believe, first, and then he'll be on 2. And of course, he'll work 6 anytime it's open. He was working Europeans when we first started on 6 meter. So
wow,
pretty cool. Yeah, maybe too. We don't know.
That's very cool. And before we let you guys go, because we know you're busy, what's the biggest surprise, Glenn, Craig? What's the biggest surprise so far?
I don't know. It's all a big surprise. I tell you, camping on an island in the middle of the ocean in a sleeping bag is a wet experience.
At night it's cold and clammy. You get in and it's like, am I going to get to sleep? But pretty soon you drift off because you're tired.
It's I guess the uncomfortableness of doing that, but I'm not an experienced camper. This is just an adventure for all ham radio operators, so it's just fun.
On behalf of everybody watching here today, thank you for being out there and doing this, giving people all-time new ones and band countries and band modes. And it's exciting. And thank you so much for coming on today, Craig and Glenn. And we wish you a safe return. That's what we want now. 100,000 QSOs and everybody comes back safe. How about that?
Yeah, well, we got to make sure we say thank you to DX Engineering.
Oh, you wouldn't believe. I think we've used up everything that you've given us, every little piece of material. So it's been. We probably should have asked for more, but we've been very, very generous. We greatly appreciate DX Engineering's support.
Yeah. Well, we're always happy to help you guys, and we just want you back safe. And I'm going to go fire up the rig and see if I can work some more bands.
Okay, sounds good. 73, everybody.
73, guys.
Yeah, goodbye now.
And thanks to all of you for watching. We hope you had fun with the Yankee 9 Charlie DXpedition live from St. Paul Island. Get on the air and have some fun. Work these guys. That's what they're there for. Yeah. And enjoy the Labor Day holiday here in the U.S. Until next week, 73 from DX Engineering.